welcome to the Rue Podcast Network. This is the Gradient Show. Firstly, I want to say happy birthday to Bailey.
Oh, thank you.
Who may be a new member of the Gradient Show. Spent an hour today, goes, see how you go.
Yeah.
We got the usual duo of Henry and Rue, although Rue hasn't been here for a little while, but he's back.
Yeah. Portugal!
Yeah, that was Portugal as well, yeah.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah, top notch, mate, top notch.
Needed.
You've Bailey's come back to hand and Rue's...
Holding on.
Yeah.
Still holding on. Yeah.
Still a pace.
3 days in, he's like, I think I'm getting a 10. I'm like, that's called red. that's called getting burned.
But today we are going to be talking about our guilty pleasures because last time me and Rue spoke briefly on some of our favourite genres. We did, and so we
Briefly,
very
being
briefly.
like for about 5 seconds.
Weirdly though, really good content for clips.
Was it?
Yeah, for the length of the podcast, good for.
That's fantastic news.
Yeah, so the clips did really well.
Maybe I'll subscribe to the YouTube and I'll give them a watch.
Speaking of, we're posting shorts every day, about 4 or 5 times a day. So.
Oh, that's the Top Gun Maverick one.
Yeah. So he has seen it.
Yes.
So where do we want to start? Also, Henry, why are you so scared of Rue? You're so far away.
Yeah, come here, baby.
Oh.
Yeah, we're back. So you were away, then I was away before that. So
Yeah.
It's crazy.
probably a bit
Oh, how sweet. But yeah.
I just want to say, I'm digging the setup. This sofa is comfy. Like, the old setup is quite cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Quite cold.
Do you like cold or too hot?
No. I mean, I was in like the lighting and things like that.
Right.
And the sofa's it's not really
Yeah.
sofa.
So
it's
this
more
is
just
a
chair.
setup that we will be seeing a lot more of, by the way.
Yeah, I can dig this.
Yeah.
I'm coming to my trackies every week.
Definitely don't look on the other side of that cushion, but
What have you been doing in here?
definitely me.
Right, let's start
do movies.
with. I feel like the Gradient Show has followed a lot of comic book films and all of that.
Yes.
So I feel like we should just lead in with that.
Yes.
So guilty pleasures, themed. I mean, we can loosen it off to like sort of action films as well.
Yeah.
But try and start with like a comic book film each that we know is universally not liked and or you'll get mocked for saying that you like it.
I'm gonna struggle
Oh, God,
because
don't say
kind of also in the criteria of like guilty pleasure. Sometimes it's just like it's a movie you will put on all the time.
I
If
think
you're feeling a bit low.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think as well like the difficulty with guilty pleasures is when you love film as much as we do.
Yeah.
We don't really have guilty pleasures. It's more of just our
Yeah.
opinion of the film is that it's underrated,
Yes.
Yeah.
not that it's actually a guilty pleasure.
So
Well, no, for mine, like I can see objectively like why they're bad, but I like them for specific reasons.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
but then the chances are a lot of people that like film as much as you do would probably be in the same boat.
Maybe, yeah.
Which is why it would be underrated. Anyway, yeah. Henry,
kick us off.
kick us off.
I'm very near. If I watched it more often, I was very close to saying Green Lantern. I was very close.
Really?
Because I will enjoy
Feel
that film.
guilty.
That is the definition of a guilty
I will feel
pleasure.
guilty watching it, but actually, I was like, when I watch it every now and again, like it's alright. I can put it on.
It scratches an itch
Exactly.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Like it's not like
It's not what-
I think it's
not
cool to see the potential of like How's powers through that. Like
Yeah.
when I
Yeah.
watched it for the first time, I was like, that ring is
Yeah.
pretty.
Well, he's my favourite. Green Lantern is probably not even my favourite or my second favourite superhero. So like, I want to see him brought to life, and it's the only, other than animated shows, it's the only real time you
Yeah.
see him. So
Yeah.
so I want to see him, so I'll watch it. But I didn't go with that in the end because I don't watch it that often. A set of films that I do watch quite often, and it's more of a video game than film incarnation, is that I really like the Resident Evil films. I really, I really enjoy watching it. I know, like,
Oh, I didn't even
it's
thought
very
about
like bum 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 bum, like it's like, kind of, there's no about story or anything, but like I like that kind of like action film where it's like high intensity horror. Like, yeah. No, I'm all down for that. Shoot some zombies.
Good. That's a good shout to be fair. Definitely
I do think that's
in
a
the
good shout.
guilty pleasure category, I think.
Yeah. My cousin's gonna like disown me for saying this because he loves the games and hates
That's
the
right.
films.
Probably not watching it anyway. So.
Yeah.
No one. Just talking to ourselves.
Yeah. No. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I think
Got me thinking.
I'm the same as you with like comic book films. There's not really anything that I will like whack on and go, I don't want anyone to come in and see me watching this. But I think one film that I watch all the time, and it's weird because I do not believe it is the best of the bunch, but if I'm feeling like just a bit shit, and I want to watch like a properly good, just a nice film, The Amazing Spider-Man 1
Yeah.
always sorts me out.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Like I do genuinely believe that Maguire's Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, and Spider-Man 3 are better, but for some reason it just sort of scratches an itch.
I think it's just
Where
Andrew
it's just-
Garfield, though, isn't it?
I was going to say that
Yeah.
as well. I think it's his performance
It's
probably
his
gives you
charm.
that comfort, you know.
His charm, and like I think the music's really like calm as well.
Yeah,
like,
it's pretty cool. Is that Hans Zimmer for the first one as well?
No, that's James Horner for the.
Oh,
I'm gonna look that up very quickly.
that's weird.
It's not Hans Zimmer. Yes, Hans Zimmer is obviously the second one. I'm not including the second one just because it's nowhere near as good as the first one.
No.
Yeah.
But it's also not one of the films that I watch often, so I couldn't count it as a.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I think
It
that's
is James Horner. Oh, nice.
You smashed it.
yeah, nice dude.
It's a good soundtrack as well. That's why I
Yeah.
obviously know. But yeah, I just think I don't know. It's just like a really
Love
nice film.
soundtracks.
Yeah, I do massively, and like it's just I don't know. When I watched the first Spider-Man film, like the Tobey Maguire one, like it's really interesting, and I love it, and it's iconic as hell. But I don't know what it is. But there's the scene after Andrew Garfield gets shot, and the music's building up to him sort of like running, and then like eventually jumps to swing.
Oh yeah.
And then he
Yeah.
falls, but then he gets caught, and then carries on. It's so much like, that's Spider-Man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like the intro of the second one actually.
Yeah.
How it
Yeah,
starts
yeah,
off
yeah,
and
yeah.
then goes.
He's
Good morning,
watching
New
Yeah.
Yorker. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so for me, that's definitely the comic book ones. In terms of franchises that, like, you know, similar to Resident Evil ones, not necessarily similar in terms of the plot, but I love the Transformers franchise. I think they are god awful films, and every time I'm actually referring just to the 5 Michael Bay ones, with obviously Transformers 1, 2, 3, and then Age of Extinction and The Last Night. The reason I like Age of Extinction and The Last Night so much is because the soundtracks in them are incredible. I listen to them all the time, maybe daily. Obviously,
Oh wow.
yeah. It's like one of the songs I listen to when I fall asleep.
Really?
Yeah. It's not like action.
Oh.
It's like, there's like a really slow one. I'll play it in a bit to you guys once we've finished recording. But
Maybe after a brewski.
yeah. But it's like those. They're not like great films. In fact, I wouldn't even say that they're good films, but they're entertaining and
Yeah.
Okay.
that's it.
I feel as if what would you say your favourite is out of the 5 of them, the Michael Bay ones?
Ooh.
I think 3.
Yeah.
I
Three's
think
good.
that's a good balance between like Shia LaBeouf and like kind of like a story that is somewhat not relatable is not the right word, but you can actually like sort of throw yourself.
It's pretty nuts how quickly like everything turns to shit in that film.
Yeah.
Like, there's stuff
So
going on,
quick.
and then there like I think like the halfway point it just switches, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like it reminds me of the end of the Avengers film. You know those alien.
Oh
things
yeah,
flying around,
yeah.
They look like exactly the same.
I did think that when I
Is
first
it like
watched it.
what they had the blue beam in the sky?
Yeah.
Avengers always
It was in
blue
that
beam in the
era of the blue beam in the
Yeah,
sky,
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
it?
Everyone loved it.
I will say as well, I do think that I know that a lot. This is where the guilty pleasure comes in. Is I think specifically the guilty pleasure of the franchise is number 4 for me.
Mm.
Yeah,
And I'm not a huge fan of Mark Wahlberg in the film. I do love him like in
Yeah,
general.
he was weird in that film.
But
Yeah.
I think
Weird
like
casting.
Optimus'
Really
character
shitty
design is sick. I think
Yeah.
he looks incredible. I actually quite like the story. I think it's like interesting. It's a new take. Stanley Tucci is classic, and I love the soundtrack. That's basically it really. And the CGI is fucking top notch.
The thing I'd say about 5 is that somebody else told me this the other day, and I thought it was quite good. If you take the Transformers out of 5, it's just a really cool like fantasy film.
Yeah,
Like,
it could be anything could replace Transformers and still have the same like.
Yeah.
It'd still be good.
Michael Bay had his writing team, and
It's just
one,
the IP.
and he's like, "Oh, ready to have your scripts in next week, guys, for your final like, ideas for Transformers 5." And then someone's gone, "Oh shit, I've got nothing. Let me grab a random script off my pile and like add Transformers to it," and then that ended up being the film.
yeah, wow.
Yeah.
I don't hate any of them. I don't love them.
No,
I don't love them all, but
I loved 1 and 2, but
yeah.
it was
One
like,
for me
Michaela
was-
was the main character, and then there was this bumbling idiot, just like
I love
Yeah.
Shia.
Shia LaBeouf. Just
Yeah.
like, fucking
Are you ladies'
screaming.
Alright, Bailey, go on. Your guilty pleasure.
Spider-Man 3, dude.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, like objectively, I think most people agree it's not as strong as the first 2, but it's just so quotable.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not necessarily always the best things.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
still
Yeah.
so quotable, yeah.
Yeah, just funny, just fun to watch the whole time. I do like the score when he changes into the black suit. I remember watching it for the first time in theaters, thinking like, "This is so cool."
Yeah,
but it shows like it's a spooky, like ominous sort of power that he gets from that, and I like how the score sort of like makes you feel that. What was the other one? White Chicks.
That's not part of the category though. We'll save that for another category.
bro.
We're on category.
We're talking about action films and comic books.
Oh, then you do like French. It's not really French.
The White.
Alright,
Save that for a different one.
Alright, well.
Think more
Reverse.
of like a franchise like Transformers.
Well, the other one I had was Speed Racer.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've never seen that one.
I
Based off a
You've not seen
TV show.
It's a true story.
Yeah, the cars are great. Anyway.
I've seen it once and I have no memory of it.
I think it was the Wachowski brothers who made the original Matrix trilogy. They directed it. I think it was like 2007. Got like a really cheesy vibe to it.
Is that the one where when they crash they go into balls?
Yeah.
That's back
Yeah.
I think it is that
I think
one.
it is that one, yeah.
Yes.
It's a very like minute detail of that,
I
but
forgot
yeah.
about
that.
I have no idea about that. No.
Yeah. No.
Explain.
Yeah, it's like the cars where they've got like weapons on them and stuff.
Yeah.
They're racing and stuff.
No. I know of the film, but that detail that you gave, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when the car crashes to stop them from dying, they go
Yeah.
in like this bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like
So it's like
big
it's
detail I remember.
literally like Mario Kart when you fall off a track and you get
When you go
kicked
to a
back.
bubble, yeah.
Yeah.
No, you just bounce around. Fucking bubble. No, I've watched that movie a few times.
Yeah.
Like, I
Do you
think
remember like
it's
the ending of it?
No.
Where like the last scene just
Yeah, my
gets
conversations
so
both of
intense
things.
with like
Hey
the-
guys, no two conversations, please.
I wouldn't say anything.
Sorry, Mr. Hunt.
Yeah,
It's just all Henry. Sorry, Henry. You took us to the gold show earlier. Though. Anyway, you were saying that?
Oh yeah, just like the last race of that scene is like so nuts. I think it's like a perfect finale to a racing. Well, I know. Yeah, true. Forgot about cars.
Yeah.
That song is just the lead. That's on my phone. That's on my playlist.
Alright. So you got your two.
Yep.
In terms of a franchise, this is definitely guilty pleasure.
You got to do one comic book movie first.
First comic book movie. Technically, Spider-Man: Far From Home isn't particularly a guilty pleasure,
Nah.
but I watch it so much.
Oh
That's
really?
Is that the second one?
The third
Yeah.
one.
No.
But
Far
that's
From
No Way
Home.
Home. Yeah.
Far From Home is when he goes abroad. No Way Home is with Maguire and Andrew.
No Way Home.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Man,
spoilers.
that's so fair.
That is one thing about these Spider-Man.
I know
movies.
it's my
No
favourite
idea
guilty
which
pleasure.
one's
I don't know the
which.
name of it.
This is what I want to say. This is
But I actually
go
want to put the 18.
Oh yeah. Where was
Wanna
it?
play
Where's the
something?
sequel to that?
I love it when I play
Yeah.
together.
Mate.
Yeah, that is a cool.
Such a
cool
cool movie.
Yeah, it's
like
good.
feel good, like loads of
So
action,
easy
Mr.
to watch.
T.
The start to that is just completely starts on a
Oh,
bang. Like how the team just
so
comes together
good.
through Hannibal.
Yeah.
Like with the helicopter, and then the Air Force and
Do you
whatnot.
mean the original TV show or like the
Film,
really
the
shit
film.
the film.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Right.
get
Like-
yeah.
Great film. I think I haven't watched it enough recently. Actually, I haven't watched it recently.
Yeah,
But
same.
Clips of it, I've never seen the whole
18
thing.
was like just so good. It
Yeah.
was so good. But in terms of franchise, proper guilty pleasure, Underworld.
Oh
Yes.
Pass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a great one.
That's the series.
Kate
like,
Beckinsale was
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Underworld. Yeah.
So good.
the main guy in it. The guy
I
who plays the werewolf vampire
Yeah.
is also in Grey's Anatomy, which I also love.
Interesting.
Yeah. But also like the way that kind of I just love that every movie there's just a more stupid werewolf vampire mixed breed, and every time it's just fucking nuts.
That's what happened like in the late 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Like just sequel after sequel, they
Just
just start doing more
And then
crazy
there's
shit.
like the main character, I think it's in the second one, just turns into this like dark blue werewolf thing, and then it's like just in terms of like guilty pleasure, yes.
I have something else that I want to add on to that I
Yeah.
think we're all going to agree with is they are fucking dreadful films, but the Fast and Furious franchise.
Yes.
It's so fucking good to watch.
Yeah.
Like Fast and Furious 5.
That was on my list. That was on my list.
and I knew that would bring us
Literally
together.
just say it in
That's the
seconds.
first time we have all agreed in the entire time. Mainly because of his idiotic takes.
No, but like everyone watched them when we were kids, right? And all my friends were like,
So
"Oh, it's so good."
good.
I never watched them, and then like
Yes.
I went to uni, like second year uni. I was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna watch these," and they are fucking incredible.
The first
Yeah.
one.
That's the thing,
So good.
Like, I watched the most recent one with, like, I mean, there's a cliffhanger ending, and I was like, the entire time I was watching it, I was like, this is dog shit. This is such a bad film. And it gets to the end, I was like, I want to know what happens next. And it's like, what, why? Because they're actually, like, they're so fucking entertaining, and I know that they're cringy. That was interesting.
Yeah.
I hope you guys can't hear the noise going on outside.
Yeah.
That's my only hope.
Anyway, I think they're super cringy, but I don't know what it is. Like,
They are a bit cheesy. Like,
They are,
first
yeah.
two.
But the actors, like, they all have such good chemistry. I don't know, outside of the maybe like the Guardians films or something like that. I don't know a cast that or the Spider-Man films. I don't know a cast that has more chemistry than the guys in this film.
But they've been together for so long.
Exactly, but they like each other.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what. Anyway, yeah. That's
Great shout. All right, next category.
White chicks.
Kind of almost spoofy comedy.
Spoofy comedy.
Oh, well,
That would be.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
comedy. Yeah.
You do like the scary movies, like obviously.
That
they're
was what I
like-
was about to say.
Yeah.
It's the scary movies.
They're like bread and butter.
They are.
Like
But
So
are they all guilty pleasures, or are they?
Yeah.
Or are they actually just good?
No, they are guilty.
No, they're pretty. Like
They're
they are
shit.
shit. Objectively,
They are
they're
so
actually, but they
shit.
are fucking funny at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Like the jokes are like,
Yeah.
like they're silly, but they are funny to an
Well,
extent.
you can't say they're a good movie.
No.
Hence why they probably fit into that
Exactly.
guilty pleasure
Yeah.
category.
I
Yeah.
would add superhero movie to that list
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Specifically, which caveats into my films, because Lindsay, I can't remember say his name. No. I was gonna say-
Oh, is he gonna say it?
What's his? I think his name is Lindsay. I forget what his name
Well,
is.
his name's Lindsay.
The guy who plays the granddad in it, who plays Uncle Ben in it.
When he's got the
yeah.
the dragonfly superpowers.
Is that the scene where it's like these can cut
Yeah, diamonds.
I'm not wearing any
Yeah,
diamonds.
diamonds.
Yeah, that's so, I haven't actually seen. See, I'm not a spoofy film kind of guy. I don't watch any films like that. So like, I can't really get involved in
Leslie
this conversation.
Nielsen.
Yes, Leslie Nielsen. Yeah,
And he is in the incredible franchise, which is the Naked Gun franchise. My favourite comedy films to watch. Of all.
Naked Gun franchise.
Yeah, have you never seen Naked
Yeah,
Gun?
is that like airplane?
Yeah,
and stuff?
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Airplane's a different franchise, but he's in it as well.
Yes.
It's the same guy. He's just he plays a cop in like New York and stuff, and it's just funny because like he's just doing those stupid shit.
Yeah, it's like just silly, goofy,
Yeah,
spoofy
exactly.
humour.
Spoofy humour.
Yeah.
It's just
Goofy humor, yeah. I still think Scary Movie's probably
it's
the
probably
best
similar.
franchise.
If you like a scary movie, you probably would enjoy Naked Gun. It's a bit older, but
Yeah.
they're remaking it. They're remaking it to come out
Classic,
next
of course
year.
they are.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And the main guy is going to be played by Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson's going to be in the new Naked Gun
That's
film.
weird.
Damn.
But yeah, I think like that guy that makes those films, he does the spoof movies, but a bit higher quality.
Yeah.
Like they're a bit more like wittier and they make a bit more sense than the scary movies,
Yeah.
which is just more like it's more slapstick. I think
What about Sharknado?
I've never
that's a
seen
classic
it.
there.
That's the thing is
That's a
I've
really
not
fun movie.
like I
Have
can't.
you not seen it?
I think I've seen
none,
like,
none of these like
most of it.
spoofy
Yeah.
films. I'm not into these. I've never like.
It's
I'm-
just
no
it's just
point in my life.
ridiculous.
You just watch it with like your mates when you're
Yeah.
like 14 or something.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
I never did.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it.
What did you
It's
think of
so stupid.
Yeah.
So stupid. You just have sharks flying through windows and eating people.
Yeah, it's
And
like
the CGI is horrific.
yeah,
But I watched the whole thing and I enjoyed it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you got sharks and tornadoes.
Yeah,
and, like,
I mean,
that's what
like,
you want.
what
You just
more
pretend
can you
for.
want?
Yeah.
And there's like 4 movies of it. It's ridiculous. I
I've
watched
watched
like
like
2
4
of them.
movies out of that concept.
Yeah.
There's way more than 4, bro.
Is there more?
There's like
There's
9.
I think there's spin-offs and
So
shit
many.
as well.
There's
Yeah.
so many Sharknadoes.
Jesus Christ.
But okay, we've done the spoofs.
Oh yeah.
What category do you want to do next?
I think we should do like.
romantic comedies.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm gonna kick this off.
Romantic
with and this is a real one that
Which
I would
romantic
feel.
movies?
This is probably one of the only films that I will actually genuinely feel guilty if someone comes in and sees me watching it. It's probably Mean Girls.
That's not
That's
that's
not-
not
that's
wrong.
That's not wrong.
I think that's a flat comedy.
It's
Yeah.
a chick flick, would you say?
Chick
I mean,
flick
no, I
comedy.
wouldn't even.
We wouldn't say there's rom in there.
Nah, well, no.
No.
Who's she in love with?
Herself.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay,
I-
forget that then. That was comedy. I just outed myself.
Well, no, let's do comedy because you wanted to put white chicks in.
But
there.
I actually really dig that comedy though.
Yeah, I think it's a good.
I wouldn't even feel guilty watching it. I'd be like, this is, like, objectively speaking, it's a well-written comedy.
I've watched it so many times with my sister.
Yeah.
Context.
Yeah,
That's a
Yeah.
good.
that's true, yeah. I've also only watched it with girls, promise.
Yeah.
It's fun,
I
so.
already watched
I know
it
what
with
I mean.
females.
Yeah. Because they wanted to put it on as well. I mean,
I have a sister, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just that's the reason.
yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, obviously, like I said, White Chicks. That's
Yeah.
pretty funny. Which kind of goes along with the like scary movie stuff because that's the Wayans
Yeah.
brothers. So
That is an amazing
Yeah.
scene.
That was improvised by Terry Crews.
I know. it's
Really?
so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I think
Pretty funny.
is it me or is Terry Crews underrated?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Terry loves yogurt.
Oh, Brooklyn Nine-Nine is the
Brooklyn
best.
Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's
It's
so
not.
good.
It's not a guilty pleasure because it is just great, but like it is an incredible TV show.
it is refreshing type of comedy.
Yeah,
I think.
I think Andy Samberg is
Yeah.
underrated as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a comedy genius.
He's just done like a proper drama. He's
Yes,
just trying to be a dramatic act.
Yeah, he's done that with Kate Winslet.
Yeah.
Is it Kate? No, it's not Kate
Yeah,
Winslet.
I think I
it's the
saw
other
a
one.
real
It's Kate
from that.
Winslet.
It's not. It's Kate Winslet's the one from the vampire films you mentioned.
No, that's Kate Beckinsale.
That's
Sorry,
Beckinsale.
yeah, it's
Dumbass.
Kate Winslet. Never mind.
Idiot.
So wrong Kate.
Oh, what kind of show is he on, man?
Yeah.
Come on. This is supposed to be pop culture and you call him Kate Beckinsale, Kate Winslet. So different.
Whoever
Oh
edits
my
this,
God.
can we crop him out?
Fuck.
But yeah, so White Chicks, Mean Girls. What kind of category? Do you watch any of those?
I don't like rom-coms. I really can't.
But these aren't rom-coms. These are flat
Well, like
comedies.
guilty pleasure comedy. That's not scary.
For me-
Like chick flicks and stuff.
Blades of Glory.
That's pretty funny.
Blades of
Like that
Glory is just such a guilty pleasure because it's such a shit movie. similar to like Anchorman as
I'm
well.
gonna check my comedy.
But
Yeah. Oh no, Anchorman is.
but
top
that's
tier,
not a
man.
guilty pleasure.
No, I
No,
can't. Yeah,
Anchorman's
you
top
can't.
tier.
That's not a
Anchorman
guilty
can't
pleasure.
be,
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Blades
yeah.
of Glory
Yeah.
is super like just ridiculous. It's about ice skating as well.
Yeah.
It tries to take it so seriously on purpose.
Yeah.
It's definitely fits the guilty pleasure category. And
Yeah.
I watched it a few times.
Have you seen Zoolander as well?
Yes, Zoolander.
How would you compare those two films? Because I don't really remember much from both of them. I only watched Zoolander for the first time the other day, and I thought for the time period,
Yeah.
it's probably like pretty funny.
It's definitely more funny for the time period.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did
I
love it.
talk about films that are funny based on the fucking time period.
Well, what is
Tropic Thunder.
Oh,
you
my
could not do that now.
That's one of the best comedies of all
Yeah,
time.
that's so
No way
fucking
you're
good.
getting away with that now.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
good.
Mate, it's
RDJ,
Oh, I
mate.
think I might be nobody. God, you say that because you were
No, I'm not
Australian.
saying.
You're Australian, that's it.
I can't say that, dude. It's not appropriate.
No,
Wait.
as in you repeat.
Oh,
I
the
think I might
Australian
not be.
thing.
I think I might be nobody.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not doing the other accent.
Anyway,
Um,
let's move on from the.
You never go full. It's retard. Sorry. I hesitated saying that.
Let's move on from that.
nice, dude.
That dangerous subject.
Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's what comedy movies.
comedy
bring out, you know,
movies. Zoolander. The fact that it got a sequel makes sense. I remember when I watched it the first time, I was like, "This is really funny."
Sequel was actually just poo though.
Yeah. Was it really?
No, bro. When all three of them are doing the fucking look, and they're like holding up a missile with their stare, I was like,
Oh,
"This
okay.
is peak shit."
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
This is peak shit, and I'm enjoying it. It definitely fits the guilty pleasure category as well.
This is okay. This is a guilty pleasure for me as well. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through my letterbox for those who don't know. This film is just like
Are you gonna say The Nice Guys?
I'm gonna say
That's
The
not
Nice
a guilty
Guys.
pleasure. That's a good film.
It's a good film, but no one's fucking seen it, and lots of
Well-
people don't like it.
Have you guys seen it? The Nice Guys?
It's not had good reviews.
I haven't
Nice
seen
Guys?
it.
Yeah.
Who was this it?
It's Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe.
Oh yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
What's the one where Dwayne Johnson and Samuel Jackson jump off the building right?
that is the other guy.
The other guy.
That is also a classic.
That's-
Aim for the bushes.
Yeah, Aim for the
Yeah.
bushes.
Dude, that is top
That's
notch.
so good.
Yeah, like if I think of like my favorite comedies, like that's up there.
Yeah.
Like Tropic Thunder,
Yeah.
Anchorman, like you
Yeah.
said.
No, that's so
They're
good.
some of the best shit.
Well,
But yeah, like, The Nice Guys is
I think also a guilty pleasure is identity theft.
That's a
I
good. That's a
haven't
good
heard
one.
of that.
You not watched it?
Identity theft.
It's
What's that about? Who's it got in it?
Well, I'll give you a little hint. It's about identity theft.
Okay.
Has it got
Who's the-
Melissa Joy or something like that? I
No, who's the slightly...
You get an ad for identity theft.
Yeah,
No, thanks.
identity theft film. It's got, what's her name in it? I forgot her name.
think
Really
I know
famous
that one.
comedic actor.
Melissa McCarthy.
Oh.
Yeah.
True, I've not seen this one.
It's just a stupid comedy. Basically, she steals his identity. He goes and finds her, and then like has to bring her with him
Yeah.
to
2004.
like back into his state so that he can then get his identity back and like all his
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
But he gets fired from his job and all this stuff. And it's just like a stupid slapstick comedy. I think she gets bitten by a snake at one point. And
Yeah.
It's just like he has to suck it out of her.
Well,
It's
this
just
has got
like-
Patrick Bateman in it, yeah? Is that
What's-
called Patrick
Should
Bateman?
pick up.
What's his name?
What's that
This
one
guy.
with?
Oh yeah, Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman, yeah.
Yeah.
Patrick
Should I
Bateman.
pick up?
What's
Yeah,
that
because
one
he's a
with
pretty like
The
naturally
Rock?
like comedic.
Yeah.
actor.
Yeah.
Central Intelligence.
That's the one.
That-
Oh, Central Intelligence. Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
Stinky ass movie.
but it's funny.
No,
Yeah.
mate. Honestly, I got about
Feel
halfway
guilty.
through. That is a definitely feel
I'm
guilty.
reaching the
watch.
barrel here. There's not many like whenever I'm feeling like shitty or like I want to watch something that's like guilty pleasure. I'm never going to turn to a comedy. I'm going to either watch one of Jack Whitehall's like live shows on Netflix, which is a shout,
That's fair.
or I'll watch some of these like action. I want to watch an action film. So my last shout isn't a comedy. It's an action film, but I love the Expendables films.
Oh.
Like, That the
I think the first one's pretty good.
Is it the third one is my favourite, where they just have as many people as possible to try and pack it out with as many
Yeah.
stars.
Yeah.
Like that's my favourite, I think. But
I think they released a fourth one in the last 2
they
years,
did.
didn't
They
they?
did. It wasn't very good.
Yeah, the
But
fourth one was pretty terrible.
Yeah.
the
They're-
concept doesn't make any sense to me. But it's just I still watch it. But it's nowhere near
I
as
think,
good.
I think
but-
there's I think a fifth one came out like the last.
Nah,
fourth year.
surely not.
No, you're
No, I
thinking
think
of
it's the fourth one.
you're thinking of the fourth one.
Expendables.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
Fantastic.
It is, yeah. Look at it.
Fan
What did you say?
Fantastic, mate.
Fan
2015.
Yeah.
Oh, what a
George
shit.
Tank.
I was also looking at like.
Wait. Back
Yeah,
to
go on.
superheroes, man. The original X-Men.
No, that's good. That's just good.
Yeah, it's
No,
a good
I
one.
think
Yeah.
that's a bit of a guilty
Oh
pleasure, though.
fuck!
That's
Oh my
my
fuck!
favourite.
Johnny English, bro.
Oh
Johnny
my god,
English.
Johnny English!
Oh, Johnny English.
Yes.
So many films,
The
man.
third one was stinky because they try and go with this whole like, oh, everything's social media now. You don't even.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
so bad.
Yeah,
But the
this-
first two are like.
First two are
First
good.
one,
yeah.
oh, yeah,
First two are
amazing.
good. I will say that. Yeah. Johnny English is a great shout.
Yeah, I was just looking through like my letterbox lists, and I've got a list classic like Disney live action noughties films.
Go on.
So like the live action Prince of Persia,
Oh
John
my god, yes.
Carter,
That they are such guilty
the
pleasures.
Sorcerer's Apprentice.
No, my
Sorcerer's
god.
I didn't mind the
Yeah.
Sorcerer's Apprentice. That was
I watched
fun.
that
Like
the other day.
John Carter, I actually watched that.
What was the
all
first
time.
one you said as well? Prince of
Jake
Persia.
Gyllenhaal, Prince
Yeah.
of Persia.
Prince of Persia. I've watched that like 5
Yeah.
or 6 times.
I'm like, I for me actually John Carter is, and the National Treasure films.
Oh,
as
the
well.
oh
National
my
Treasure.
god.
Yeah, they're good.
But yeah, I think
this is literally just a nostalgia podcast. We
Yeah,
just
yeah.
go through it.
That's
Going,
what it is.
Oh, what a great
not
movie!
not the remake, but the original Mummy films were also.
Yeah.
really good.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
I did enjoy those actually.
Yeah.
Those are probably more on the guilty pleasure for me.
Yeah.
I think Brendan Fraser was pretty fucking top notch in
He
those films.
was. He was.
I mean, he didn't
He's
like
an
have a
actor,
whole
yeah.
lot of character, but he just played
Charisma.
like the good charisma.
Just flashed a peck or two and was like, yeah.
Yeah.
What about? I know the first Hangover film would not be included in this, but what about the second and third? Because I know that they
They're
are.
not guilty pleasures.
No.
No, they're
too good.
They're too good.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
So
Yeah,
I
I've
think
seen
there are a
those.
few that we've mentioned actually which are actually too good to be guilty pleasures, but I think they are just good.
I think
films.
those 3 you mentioned just before there with Prince of Persia and
Prince of Persia, Sorcerer's Apprentice,
Sorcerer's
and,
Sorcerer's
yeah.
Apprentice 100%.
Yeah.
yeah, what was the other one?
I think
John Carter.
Batman-
Mate,
Batman and
Sorcerer's
Robin.
Apprentice, I've watched it like 5 or 6, 7, 8
Yeah.
times.
But that's,
Yeah,
that's for the
I've
that's for the memes though, surely.
Yeah, it's like guilty pleasure though.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah. Oh, also, yeah, the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Great.
Freeze.
That's definitely a guilty pleasure.
Nice
Yeah.
to meet you.
That's the medial.
No,
That's
what?
so
No, dude, it's ice to
That's
me.
what I said.
You said
I
nice.
said ace, but I said it in like an accent.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very
very
good.
excellent.
Yeah.
Last one.
Last one, then we wrap it up.
Yeah. What's it called? The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh.
What is that?
Yes.
It's got.
Is that new? With
No, that's
Oh,
old.
one.
That's got what? Jekyll and Hyde, Invisible Man.
What? Is Sean Connery in it?
Sean Connery.
Yeah,
Sean
yeah.
Connery.
And they're on like the submarine.
Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah, that's decent.
Yeah, that's
I mean, it's
definitely
not,
a
but
guilty
it's
pleasure.
decent.
Is that like a British film?
No, League of it's based on a comic book.
Yeah.
It's based on a comic book. League of was it?
Is it good?
Oh, have you seen that?
I've not seen that. No.
never mind.
He's talking about the island for context.
With Ewan McGregor. It's fucking
Oh
ugly.
wait, is that the one where they're clones?
Oh, I've seen a clip of that.
Is that the
I've
one?
seen the film.
Yeah, I've watched it. I've watched it.
If those two haven't, that's
Yeah.
just forget that.
Sorry.
Didn't even hear you, dude.
Sorry. That's like the
Can you
entire
get it up?
premise
I
of the
can't get it up on
movie.
this.
What?
The League of Gentlemen.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah.
You can't get it up.
It's a pretty shitty film, but I really enjoy watching it.
But on that note, I'm going to say thank you very much, guys, for watching. Thank you, Bailey, for coming on.
Oh, thank you.
You might see him in another one soon. It's almost like we're recording on the same day. Make sure you check out all the other shows. They're looking at
WWE.
the movies. And we'll see you guys on the next Gradient show very soon. Cheers.
Cheers.